Hey, how's it going, everybody? In this video, I want to talk about team synergy from a defensive and offensive perspective. And this has to do with the updates that we saw fairly recently and how this affects the mana gain of your heroes. So there are some best practices, but basically I thought people might be wondering, what are the advantages to using more heroes of the same color? Are there any disadvantages? And what is the best team composition to use? In Empires and Puzzles, team composition is a really big deal, and there's a long debate over what is the right composition to use, and it's important in this game too. So let's get into the facts and help you create teams with better internal synergy and hopefully higher chances of success. So if you haven't tried Gemstone Legends yet, come check it out and play alongside me. It's another really fun and deep strategy RPG like Empires and Puzzles, but with some fun new twists, and a lot of people from Empires and Puzzles have already joined. Not only can you help out the channel by using the download link in the description of this video, but if you enter the code #Spock_2021 in the global chat, you can get a nice starter bonus including gold, gems, gold scrolls, and a free epic hero Elidor, all valued at about $50. Once you join, you'll also get access to a set of beginner events where you can earn another epic hero Soliana, a 5-star legendary set of equipment, which is what you use to boost the stats and performance of your heroes, and a platinum scroll for another epic or legendary hero in the game. Those links and codes are in the description down below. Just be sure to enter that code in the global chat after finishing the tutorial within 24 hours of downloading the game, and I look forward to seeing you all there. Okay, so if we look at what we know, there was an update in the last couple months that changed the way that mana gain works. Mana gain is how many tiles or gemstones it takes to charge up your heroes. One truth that was there before the update was on allied turns. So this is my defense team here. Say it's Aurora's turn, who's the one with the floating book in the back. If it's her turn and she matches yellow, like this one in the front right here, it would take twice as many yellows. So basically, when you're matching colors not on the hero's turn, it's going to take twice as many tiles to charge them. So my Aurora, the one in the back again with the book, charges in 4 gemstones on her turn. But if it's not her turn, it's going to take 8 gemstones to charge her. So there is a 50% mana gain, or gemstones are worth 50% as much, not on that exact hero's turn. So hopefully that makes sense. After the update, basically the update happened because they were seeing that people were using mono teams too much, and they were all charging their specials at the same time, and it was throwing off the balance. So what they did is they reduced the mana gain during allied turns. So if I'm matching blues for Strybog here in the middle, say I match 4 blues, normally Aurora would be charged with 4, but she would only be halfway charged because of that 50%. So they have further decreased this the more heroes you add onto a team, and this has big impacts on what kind of team synergies you should use. So what are the changes? Well, one other thing I want to cover first is that in Empires and Puzzles, the more heroes you have of the same color on a team, the more each tile of that color does in terms of damage, and it grows exponentially to the point that when you have 5 heroes of the same color, you're doing about 7 times as much damage if they're all 5 the same hero, which just shows that it scales non-linearly. In this game, gemstone damage is calculated individually per the hero that's attacking. So there's no damage advantage for having increasing numbers of heroes of the same color. So keep that in mind. So using mono in Gemstone Legends was purely advantageous because of the mana gain element and how quickly you could charge up all of your heroes. So what has changed is if you have 2 heroes of the same color, like I do, it's unchanged. Mana gain is at 50% of its normal amount during allied turns. Once you add 3 heroes, it goes down to 44%. 4 heroes goes down to 38%, and 5 heroes goes down to 32%. So what does this mean? Basically, 1 or 2 are your neutral spots for heroes of the same color. I don't think there's a strong advantage to using rainbow. I think it is nice that you can start to fill up your mana for another hero while matching for a different one. So I have 2 yellows and 2 blues here. I think this is a sweet spot for that. So once you go up to 3, you're at 44%. So if you had a hero that normally charged in 5 tiles and it wasn't their turn, then it would take 10 tiles. With 44% of the normal mana gain, it's going to take 2 extra tiles. So basically, as you scale each of these up, it's going to add 2 more tiles. So if I have a team of 2 blues and it's not Aurora's turn and I'm matching for her, normally it would take 4. With only 2 heroes, it's going to take 8. If I have 3 blue heroes, now it's going to take 10 to charge her. If I have 4, it's going to take 12, and if I have 5, it's going to take 14. So pretty significant differences. If I have a hero that takes 6 tiles or 6 gemstones normally, it would be 12 with only 2 heroes, 14, 16, 18, etc. So it just adds 2 to the number. So what does that mean for team composition? The highest I would ever recommend of the same color on a team is 3. The one possible exception is in the Rift, where you have your Rift teams and you're trying to beat powerful bosses of a certain color, and so it is helpful to have multiple attacking heroes that have the color advantage. That's the only time that I might go up to 4 if you really need to, but there's enough good support heroes in other colors that if you look around your roster and read some of these specials, you might be able to find a way to make do with 3 green attackers with some supports in other colors. The supports are not doing a lot of heavy damage anyways, so they don't really need to be green. But I think the sweet spot for me personally is 2-2-1. That's what my defense is here. That's what my favorite attacking team is that I use. It has 2 blues, 2 purples, and 1 yellow. And that way your mana gain is unchanged, but you have the advantage of being able to match for 2 heroes at the same time. I don't think rainbow is a good idea. It's really good to be able to at least be partially contributing to the charge of another hero on a different hero's turn. So one thing to keep in mind on defense, with how many of the same color to use, is that the AI is not super intelligent and it can make some mistakes on your behalf. So in playing in the arena and against other teams, I have noticed that Aurora and Strybog that I have here on my defense team are very common in the top meta on defense. And I've noticed that, say they really need Aurora to charge to get a heal, but Strybog is having his turn first. Even if he only needs 1 tile to charge, he'll often match all the available blues on the board. And what that can do is typically not be enough to charge Aurora the next turn, and then she has no blues to work with. So having too many heroes of the same color on defense can actually make them in unnecessary competition for mana, which can end up to your detriment. So it's hard to kind of plan around that. If you want to be hyper strategist about it, you can tune the speeds of your heroes so that 2 heroes of the same color would not have consecutive turns. It depends on the speed of your attackers as well, but this is something you can take matters into your own hands if you really want to. So if Aurora's speed was 321 and Strybog's speed was 322, you might want to try to change that a little bit, because that could put them in competition for the same gemstones, which could again work out to your detriment. So those are the basics there. As always, the most important thing is hero synergy and team synergy. So just keep these mana gain things in mind, because they definitely matter. But what's going to make the best team always is heroes that are synergized well together. This is a form of synergy. So again, I wouldn't go over 3 heroes of the same color if you can avoid it. Definitely not for arena, because it's just going to it's going to make it a lot harder because this game just functions differently. So if you have any questions about this, if there's something that I didn't think of, I tried to cover this as thoroughly as I can while not making the video too long. If there's anything that I didn't cover, please let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel to help other people find this video. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. This is where I've arrived at. I've been playing for about 6 months, so I'm not an expert, but I have put a lot of time into this game and a lot of thought, and have done a good amount of research, and this is where I have landed. So nothing too groundbreaking, but at least it gives you a solid foundation to understand how to proceed with your team compositions, and it also helps you know like that thing of, as you add one hero of the same color to a team above 2, it adds 2 tiles to that hero's mana gain when it's not their turn. When it is their turn, their mana gain is unaffected, but this is about when it's not their turn. So that way you know, okay, I've matched 10 for this hero and I need 12, so I can match this 3 match when it's not their turn, knowing that they will charge up next. So it's really important to know those kind of mana breakpoints with regards to your hero, so you know when they're going to charge, and you can have a little bit more control and a little bit more expertise over the board and over your opponent. So I hope that's helpful. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're interested in checking out Gemstone Legends, there is a link and promo code in the description. The link will get you right to the game and help support the channel. The promo code will give you a free in-game $50 bonus as you get started, which is absolutely worth it, because why not get a head start for free, worth $50. So be sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.